I am going to go through a process of sigil making with the universe. There was one that they needed. I hope that music's not too loud. Let me turn it down. Okay. So, triangulations are very important to verify a space and time, especially when time is preserved in a cyclical construct of a torus and a magnetic field. It is a new concept away from this linear thinking of infinity, where finite, where finite materials such as a breath beyond infinity don't exist. They're exhausted. And that, in that way, wisdom held in that breath is lost forever, and that would be a waste of energy. But science has given us a way to okay, yes, they're very excited about this sigil. If I'm attacked, have it come up on camera, please. I am not putting any protection sigils in place. I want to see if anything thinks it can get at me. I really do. I've been trying to get this stuff on camera forever. So let's bait them. I'm gonna make eternal peace. Ha 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 ha. Mwah, ha 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 ha. And here's the gateway. Not a secret. Oh, I love you, water. Okay. I hope that thing looks ruined over there. So today we are working with this triangulation of Mars, Venus, Sol, Ra, Morning Star, and Earth. The system we have in place about an audition is, well, it's between a heart and an observer to acknowledge, because this is a universe of relativity. So the first thing we needed to do was set that system up on Earth, and we did that successfully. And with that record, we're going to repeat it with, where's my thing? For the record, Venus, are you here? Please make it dramatic because it's on camera. Okay. And then, I'm sorry, was that Venus? Venus and Mars, I don't know which one I called first. Both here. And then do we have Sol and Ra? Okay, thank you. And has Sol agreed to be the evaluator of the audition within Venus? Thank you. And has Ra agreed to be the observer for the audition within Mars? Okay, these are terrestrial planets that have record histories of their own, and we have come to an agreement that nobody has done what we are going to do, and it's very important that we set this right from the beginning. So the performance now, yes, for the universe, that's what we're doing. We're doing a triangulation. Okay, so let's get the sigil for, I forget, was this Sol and Venus? Hold on, this is the sigil I made. It's about a story where a dandelion says to a rose, I wish I were as loved as you were. And a rose says to a dandelion, I wish I could fly when I died. And to the rose, you create love, to the dandelion, you create wishes, and to both you are needed, especially when I wish for love. And so this is representing a union of a wish and a love. And was this the Soul and Venus? You chose this one? Okay, let me put that on the... Oh, one more thing. Do I need to make any additions or modifications? Okay, when it goes left to right, that means no. Thank you. And the way that I like to do sigils is there's really no up or down or front or back, because you don't know what perspective is going to be used at what point in time, and that's important for sigils so that they are understood correctly in the right context, and then even more importantly applied and most preciously evaluated. So what I'm actually going to do is then now this one. This is a sigil about preserving wisdom upon wisdom upon wisdom, and a sacred geometry record that is again in the heart. And is this the agreement of Ra and Mars? Okay, I'm going to put you on here. Someone's asking about Mercury. Mercury is a messenger. The photons from our sun actually hit Mercury before us. And light is faster than matter. That's why the messages come through faster. And this time we had just enough time to make a difference. It was close. So very, very close. Okay. Oh, and Odin likes to say, I don't know how to put that. He is going to be the messenger, so I guess is the easiest way to put it. The Wednesday messenger. That's what I like to call Wednesdays. Wednesdays. It's actually named after Odin, and then I think the Romans equated him with Mercury. When all of our belief systems, they've just been merged all over the place. Which is how I know, or why this is all working out the way it is. Okay, so we're going to have a triangulation. What's this? This was about one of my prophetic dreams. They're just different. Did you want me to do something with this? Okay, I have no idea what you want me to do. Will you tell me? Hold on. We do need to stay we need to stay focused a bit because I don't know how long my computer's gonna stay. Oh, is this now or Odin? This takes a whole other lesson that we can get to. So Odin, did you want me to tell you something about this? Okay, what is it? I use a communication board. Maybe I can show you how it works. Or a communication sigil. Okay. What did you want me to do with that piece of paper? C R. Cry. Y. Why do you want me to cry about that? Okay, say it for them. G R I E V. Grieving. Okay. What color do you want this triangle? Okay. I stopped drawing this. This is a, I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you my experience with it, and then I will need some help from the universe because I had other things and I got sidetracked. I see. It was about, it was a very dark dream, like pitch black, and I was with a whole bunch of people fighting. We were in a huge fight or battle, and we were actually on the outside of what felt like a spaceship, and there were 3 of us left, and it was like we have to do something miraculous here. We were waiting to bump into something, and well, no, we weren't waiting. We were trying to find this barrier to break through, and these robots with red eyes almost killed all of us off. And there was a guardian knight there with me, and he was killed, and he threw me his sword, and moments later I was almost about to be killed by one of the robots. We hit the barrier we were looking for, and I shoved the sword into the kind of like a membrane, and then all this white light just spilled out. And so when I want to bring my prophecies into realities, I make sigils about it and I tell stories. And so the universe, I guess, is going to tell me what this is about. So, is the green triangle Earth? And is the pink energy the sword? Now, in the dream, the guardian knight, I call him, I guess it was Earth, threw me the sword, but we were partners in this. And is the blue cross me? Yeah. And then I shoved it into that black membrane. Now what is... And then light spilled out, brilliant white light. Will you be able to tell me what that membrane was? What did the earth and I pierce through? Or can you tell me more about that black sphere? Okay. Hold on. I need to not have this so difficult, but okay, tell me please. Just pick a letter when you're ready. N. O. No? Is there another letter? Okay, if you want me to see. Okay. N-O, what's the third letter, please? T. H. I. Nothing? Is there another letter? Nothingness. How did the white light come out of the nothingness? Yes. Now, how is that possible? Do you know? Well, it wasn't nothingness, then it was potential. That pure pitch black that I saw is not smut that I see on other souls. Black potential holds all the colors in until one's ready to shine, bounce off, and reflect its color. That's how we see. Dark matter. Are you saying it's the dark matter? Dark matter is potential, waiting to be realized. Oh, good. So that's what we're doing right here with Earth and I. Except we share. The sword isn't a sword, a spirit. It's a breath, a kiss, life. That's really sweet. So because I like to rhyme a lot, especially when I talk to Earth in prayer, nothing rhymes with orange, so I named the orange tree orange tree, and I pray under there a lot. So if I ever need to put my orange tree in history in words, she'll have a rhyming buddy called Orange. Oh, I invent things. That's how you get something from nothing. This is a good sign. All right, well, thank you. I didn't know I had to finish this one because it was very violent in the dream, and that's not what we were about. Thank you for that. Okay, can we get back to the, what are we calling it? The cosmic performance. And we are triangulating with some terrestrial planets with Mercury as the observer. Odin, sorry. Because I'm on Earth, and Morning Star is what I agree is going to be my observer and evaluator, because when we enter eternity, and there's only one eternal day-night all the time on one Earth, the Morning Star and I just click, and I guess it got a taste of the love that Earth and I have, and we welcomed it in. And he helps us to cycle through the auditions. We can get to that. Our Morning Star, can we get back to this? Okay. Now, which one wants to be Venus and Soul? Top one, okay. Do you have any variations to the sigil you want to put in place? Okay, is the circle still going to be yellow? Okay. I don't like to use the words like insane or mistake, because after all, it's just a variance that's being prejudged. When you find yourself like I did in an insane society, the only way sanity can be found is through a variance. And what was preventing mistakes, variances, change, progression, was this fear of being excluded for doing something wrong. But when we come at it as an audition in a cosmic performance and playing as kids in love, we bounce back. So they're made, and the variances are made and shared and experienced with another. They can be evaluated. That's a relativity data point. And the evaluation doesn't begin with words. It begins with a feeling, and then an emotion, and then the thinking brain has time to click on, and words are expressed. The Earth is very emotion-based, but she knows how to communicate English. Okay, so the center rays of the wish for love do you want me to change those? Is it a color thing? What color do you want them? Orange? Okay. Is there any other modification? Okay. Do you want 8 small rays and 8 big rays? Okay. Oh, hi, the little buggies. You know, they have skulls too. Oops. I guess that one chose not to live. Who was it? I won't get into that. You can blow their life back into them pretty easily. Just kind of go through their butts, not their mouth. I am not even joking about that. You should try it. You see? Don't prejudge. I'm omni-believer. Officially Catholic. I just pray directly to God, amongst others. Because in my book, that I preserve in earth, much, much, much more reliable at keeping real records, by the way. Has to do with their cell walls. I forget what I was going to say. If it's important, it'll come back to me. Orange. Sigils. Sigils are communications of intent. And when you're dealing with entities like the 95% dark matter, the only way they could possibly do that is really through feelings. And as I'm creating this with, Venus and Soul right now, we have a frequency vibration connection that is going to attract, I guess, white light. Everybody loves that white light. They call it power. And so I asked about their power. And rather than their power being simply to be existing, acknowledged and noticed, it turns out their power was to occupy as much biological hardware as possible most efficiently through fear. fear is very efficient at occupying biology. Mainly because it cut off the logical and rational brain from ever choosing a real choice. So without even an example or opportunity to choose to be in love, nothing in our universe has ever known anything other than fear. So that's why at the audition, there's an evaluation in love and joy. And the free will is for entities to choose which performance piece they'd like to be a part of. And let me just confirm with everyone that Sol and Venus agree to be the performers and observers creating the orchestra. Orchestra, like with instruments, I guess, and stuff. Cool? Alright. Okay, Mars and Ra. Which one do you want to be? Oh, okay. Ra got diluted because of choosing pharaohs of one lineage, basically. And that lack of variety is a lesson that he's going to be preserving. Meant that when he did come, he wasn't heard. There's actually a trinity that got to me first, but we can talk about that later. So, now we have Mars, the performer, with Ra, the observer, and vice versa, because it begins with one point and then another for that frequency and vibration. And that's where we're starting, because this is triangulation for the heart of a universe, or galaxy, I think we have to do next. We already did the whatever. Okay, that's another story. Are there changes to be made to this one? Yes. Is the color sufficient? Do you want me to put anything pointing out? Okay. The triangles. There's 3 triangles. Do you want to modify that at all? Okay. Do you want the seed of life or the tree of life circle thingies? Yeah, that's actually where I picked up the Taurus from Ra. He gave it to me. I'm not gonna waste it. And he knew that. I don't know how they know. Maybe the dreams. Okay, so we're gonna do the circle of, what would you like to say? Is this Mars and Ra? Which one? R, Ra. See, Ra, I know for a fact that you can get things on camera, so we'll talk about that later. I want to show you guys how they can really be seen and physicalities were captured at will too. But what did you want to say? Sorry, Ra. What color do you want to be? Purple? Okay. How many circles do you want? Remember we circled the ones 6. You want 6 circles? Okay, good. And then what are we going to do about this? What? You want me to modify that one? Okay. N, O, no. No what? M, I, middle, no middle circle of whatever ring we're going to make. Okay. And if the 6 purple circles within this inside, okay, who is this? Mars? Okay, what do you want to change? N, O, no, no. Okay, what's the next letter? Now? Now what? Are you telling me to just make it? I was going to until you interrupted me. My goodness. Apparently they're on the timeline. Maybe my computer is. Morning Star, if you can think ahead and see what we're going to do for ours, I'd appreciate that. Pink. I know I'm pink. Think about you. That was an accident, by the way. I guess there wasn't really any accidents. Oh, you want me to be the triangles? You want me to be the triangles, the pink triangles. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. So, I guess I can tell you a little bit about consciousness and why photons are so important and why sacred geometry is really all you need to do or understand that it really draws itself if you listen. Because consciousness is so influenced by sight. And sight is just, again, photons reflected. And again, that's what, like, a pitiful amount of what is actually in existence when you take into consideration dark energy matter, E equals mc squared. That Einstein's one of my gods, by the way. So is Stephen Hawking's. They're like part of my consciousness gods, I call them. this protractor is so temperamental. Maybe there's like a way I can speed up and put it on. Okay. So then we have that. Could probably just use this. Now, that's 90. There would be 30 and 60. Right? No. 45. Thank you. Yeah, protractor and a compass, and you can form a universe. Right, because of how protons interact with magnetic fields and then atoms. These are really very basic concepts in science, too. Hey, Brendan. And if math can have imaginary numbers, well, anything's possible. Right. Don't be perfect. I was taking too long for them. I swear, I don't know what kind of deadline they're on. But we need to talk to our Earth. We're fine, guys. Go to sleep. By the time you wake up, everything will be new. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be new either. Blink of an eye, guys. Blink of an eye. Except, fun fact, the one that keeps kissing me is male. He goes through the winds. Oh, right, consciousness. You wanted to learn more about consciousness. Okay. The wind does. I posted it all on social media, and this is where I get to complain a little bit. It's all out there. If you just would listen. I don't even need you to listen. I just need you to feel. Be a kid, play a game, draw a picture. Just to say, yeah, at least tried it. dream, actually. What Ra showed me was how to make magnetic fields. The science showed me the torus. And then the body showed me we already had a shortcut. Energy is matter. Matter is energy. It is not power everybody seeks. It's existence. No more manipulation. No more fear. That's how love appears. I was at this little gathering, and there were some Mensa people they're very, very intelligent. And one of them asked me, no, maybe I asked them. I said, okay, what came first, the chicken or the egg? They were smart. They're very, very smart people. And instead of answering with his wisdom my question, he told me, well, religion, not his religion, but religion will tell you it was the chicken. And there will be no evidence to support that, but they'll be adamant about it. And I said, oh, okay. So what do you think, in your wisdom, from your experience, from your life, came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, nobody's ever going to know the answer to that. We kept harping on religion. I don't know what harping means. I was a bit insulted because it wasn't even his religion and was not even relevant to the question. Because I told him, what is easier, to make one cell or a whole interdependent organism system of lungs, heart, brain? What do you think came first? The egg. Because it is everything that is built upon to create a chicken. It's so logical. I tried explaining it. What was most disappointing was that he wouldn't even give me his wisdom on the matter. I wasn't asking for what that religion thinks. I was asking what he thought. But that's Mensa. It's like a really smart group of people. He was apparently very emotional about how religion treated his science. And that emotion kept him from hearing logically what I was saying. There is an answer. There's a guy. I didn't even do these purple things the right way. I hope Rod doesn't get that. I'll ask him. Okay, so this is the one I just did for the performance and observation evaluation. It takes two. There's a point and then another and a connection. Vibration frequency. Rod, is that okay? Thank you. Mars, you like it? Alright. Now, Morning Star. Morning Star. Are you the blue one? Or the pink one? Hold on. Morning Star, what color do you want to be? Blue? Perfect. An original guardian of life. Water. And then, am I the triangles inside? How many triangles? Do you want 3? Okay. And do you want them to be pink? So I guess this is where I have to admit that I'm actually not the emergent energy here. Ra was. He gave me what I needed to create torus balls within a magnetic field. What I did do is create a pink. Apparently it was the white light, lit neon, in red. It's not a new color, but mixed with Ra's construct. Oh, Morning Star, are we going to be a living star example? That's great. Living stars, they give off a bioluminescence. Do you want the big triangle to be up or down? Big triangle up or down? Oh, sorry. Down? Okay. I don't know why. I guess I'll find out later. What was going to be easiest? Half. Whatever. I'll wing it. That's not going to work. Seeing how much power I have. One time I was so upset because my electrical car ran out of batteries and I was having a really bad day. So I made the whole car inside of my magnetic field. And I was like, I don't understand. How come I can't get this endless energy thingy to charge my car. I really didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. But, I guess it doesn't matter. So Venus and Soul, you have a very special performance. You are going to be not a direct copy of the little star. You are going to be some sort of variation within the negative and positive variance tolerance. Because negative and positive don't mean good or bad. The auditions are pass-fail. Because at the end of the day, that's all it needs to be. And then we get a choice. To continue our wisdom trail, try something else, learn a few things, see if it works, and report back. Our ancestors are always there, except there's a problem with, I think, maybe Western or modern, I hate using that word, cultures cutting themselves off. And it really has an impact on transition times. And I consider those birth, death, and dreaming. Because it's the same process. We return to the vibration around us. Maybe that's why some people can't remember. I can. But that's for other reasons. I've had a lot of practice for not good reasons. Due to trauma. Okay. So we got everybody here. Ra actually gave me the pattern. I continued my wisdom. And the living star. That's something that Mars is learning too. So we're both going to have to share knowledge with Venus. So we'll just make like a triangle of connections. There was one point. It found another. Kept a connection. And made another. And a triangle was realized. We're color for the connection lines? Black? Everyone agree? Black is not bad. Think of it as holding all the potential. Okay. Well, they're not exactly like squares, so we'll just go that, like that, like that. Okay, so Venus and Sol were going to be the orchestra. Ra and Mars. Ra, well, actually, I think it actually should be like this. Because we actually grew up separately. And then Ra reached out to me. And I accepted. He found me because of their trinity. That actually has a man, a woman, and a feline. But anyways, neither here nor there. Yes it is. Okay, well, probably because I love cats and cats love me. And I would cleanse my cat Autumn. So, yeah, we loved each other. I miss him so much. Okay, sorry. So, Ra is a point connected with a new sort of design for living, a living star. I was just thinking about something. So how are we going to get Sol and Venus? Oh, wish for love. That's where we can start the records. That's where we can hold them perfect. I was concerned about that. Because you're going to be the orchestra, right? You were the orchestra. And then Mars was... Mars and... Oh, they're the song. And then the living star is the dance. Song, dance, orchestra. A symphony of a cosmic performance. Cool. Is this one done? I think that's... Thank you. I know it kind of takes a long time. But remember, what we're doing here is really